good guy. He don't like me at all. Don't stop me now. TKO is still in debt. Wow. 3 billion was lost. Don't stop me now. I'm having a good time. Don't stop me now. I'm having a good time. And nothing's gonna stop me now. Yo, you can't make this up. First we was doing a live stream and out of nowhere it gets sniped. When we was talking about how horrible Raw on Netflix was, then I go to shoot and edit the video, and then out of nowhere, a once-in-a-lifetime global outage happens with CapCut. Soon as I'm about to export the video and upload to YouTube, then I go out to my car and then poof, it disappears! Can't put my finger on it, but I got a funny feeling I think I know who's behind all of this! Now before we get started, let's go back to the Elimination Chamber where Seth Rollins revealed himself as the Masked Man. We all thought that was finally the end of the storyline, but of course not. Instead, we got Mr. Rubber Band Man, Stretch Armstrong, stretching every single storyline out. Until we're on the brink of death from boredom. After the chamber, we were supposed to be on a fresh start, but now it seems like we're going into a stale reset. First, you got Seth revealing himself as the Masked Man like he already didn't do that a few days ago. Then after that, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky hugging each other so long, people are practically begging them to just go ahead and get a room. Then after that, you got Roman Reigns and CM Punk doing the same exact thing they did the last time they shared a ring, cutting a promo and nothing else. And then we got the worst of it all happening on Crackdown this Friday. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the 1,372,968th time. Now we usually call WWE a circus act, but now I'm thinking about it, maybe it's more like a carnival, because it reminds me of a Ferris wheel. Creative just goes in one big circle, moving slow as they can, and I'm about to snap. Now we all know WWE been struggling to tell captivating stories lately, but this one might be telling itself. Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley was in a heated exchange on X, and that has people not sure if it was a work or a shoot. They went back and forth, Rhea Ripley saying Jade does nothing but talk, Jade firing back basically saying Ripley spends more time complaining at WWE creative than actually handling business, and that clearly struck a nerve because Rhea Ripley happened to be on Instagram and said she's not having fun, she's not friends with Jade, and she's accusing her of defaming her character and breaking the fourth wall. Rhea breaking the fourth wall? What do you think, it's 1996? Have you ever seen that show on Netflix? It's on the top of my head. Oh yeah, unreal. The fourth wall, that's a thing of a past. You talking about breaking the fourth wall. WWE then took a few sticks of dynamite and kabloom, blew it up! And now I'm not sure if it's in a casket or it got turned to ashes, but either way, kayfabe is dead! Now the real question is whether this heat helps or hurts the situation. If there's genuine tension, it could make for a fire WrestleMania match. But this is professional wrestling. They have to be on the same page for it to work. I said it the second Rhea won the Elimination Chamber. These two are gonna need communication and trust to pull off something special at WrestleMania. If you ask me, these two aren't on the same page, not even in the same chapter, maybe not even in the same book. And you got people walking around thinking that Triple H is gonna wake up, realize it's WrestleMania season, get in the kitchen and actually start cooking, man. He don't fix whatever going on between these two, I promise you. He ain't gotta worry about cooking. This is gonna turn into a recipe for disaster! And we're gonna be the ones that have to sit there and eat it! Now another thing that could turn into a recipe for disaster is the booking of Royce Keys, and I promise you, I haven't seen anything like this in my life. Royce Keys debuts at the Royal Rumble, gets a match at the main event pre-show, and since then, WWE has done absolutely nothing with this dude, besides replaying the interview with Stephanie McMahon every Raw and Crackdown, and I'm sick of it! I'm not gonna lie, it was a fire interview, but I'm ready to see bro on the main roster, like what is going on? And what makes it worse is when somebody like Danhausen getting more TV time than Royce Keys. Danhausen not only already premiered on Raw, but he was able to affect the Intercontinental title match with Dominic Mysterio giving him a curse, while Royce Keys is having trouble even getting in the venue at some of these shows. If WWE wasn't ready and there was no creative, then why debut him in the first place? Dog, you could have took your time, perfected it, let anticipation build, but instead you fast-tracked his debut, and now look, you messed it all up. Royce is missing, and hold on a second. Hey Siri, do you have a number to any local locksmiths? Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Because we can't find Keys anywhere! Now, another thing we're gonna have to deal with is the 2026 WWE Hall of Shame, Hall of Fame. Man, you can't make this up. It seems like Stephanie McMahon is headlining the Hall of Fame, and if you've been paying attention on how they line this up, the person that's front and center is usually the one that's headlining the show. You got Demolition on one side, AJ Styles on the other, and Stephanie McMahon smack dab in the middle. Man, just imagine if they put Tozawa over Terry Funk, Otis over Owen Hart, JD McDonough over John Cena. Don't get me wrong, Stephanie McMahon's a great character. She gave us great moments. She had great creative at times, whatever. But over AJ Styles, over the decades he put around the world, give me a break. This is supposed to be wrestling Hall of Fame, man. We gotta highlight the wrestlers, dog. Oh yeah, and if you're on the East Coast and you wanna watch the Hall of Fame, make sure you get a large cup of coffee, a Red Bull, a Monster, the whole three. It's gonna be airing at 12 a.m. And it's like, dog, do they not remember what happened last year when Paul Levesque gave the longest speech of all time? It seemed like he was giving out tablets of melatonin. The whole stadium got put to sleep.
This format better before we came out here because I didn't know these guys were coming out and I had no idea what they were doing.
This ad is brought to you by the Pirates in the chat. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get your Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. If you're sick of the BS in professional wrestling, if you're sick of the soulless billionaires taking advantage of the fans, show them you had enough. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get the Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. Then, now, and never again. Now, Raw started off with Logan Paul, Paul Heyman, Justin Timberlake. Division. They cut a promo about absolutely nothing, and oh, what do you know? What a surprise. Another masked man shows up. Then after that, another masked man shows up. Logan Paul chases one. Justin Timberlake, aka Austin Theory, chases another, leaving Paul Heyman in the middle of the ring with one more masked man to reveal himself just like he did a few days ago. The boy who cried wolf, Seth Rollins. He comes out to be the new masked man for Monday Night Raw. He hits Paul Heyman with a chair, curb stomps him. When the camera wasn't looking, seems like Paul Heyman put some ketchup, Heinz ketchup on his nose to make it like he busted his nose open and he needed a stretcher to go out to the hospital. It's just like, give me a break, dog. The segment was just so redundant. I'm sorry. I'd rather Seth Rollins come out and cut a promo. How do you feel that Braun Breaker put the knife in your back? Paul Heyman put the knife in your back. Bronson Reed put the knife in your back. What are your intentions leading up to WrestleMania? What are you gonna do about it? No promo, no vignettes, no nothing. Just a bunch of lies from the boy who cried wolf. And a bunch of ski masks that he could take off seems like a few times a week. I'm over it. After that, you probably got the match of the night, and it's crazy for me saying this. Gunther versus Dragon Lee, man. They had a fire match. At first, I'm like, God, Gunther versus Dragon Lee? Why? Gunther's supposed to be this big dog, right? Why is he facing Dragon Lee? But shout out Dragon Lee. He put together a fire match with Gunther, man. Some fire spots. And actually, this has some storyline that actually makes sense, believe it or not. Gunther finally gets his hands on Dragon Lee and straight violates him. Rips his mask off. Chokes him out. Dragon Lee taps out. Fire, man. Fire. You know, Gunther been overbooked. One of Triple H's favorites. He gets all the good looks that comes up, all the good plates, and it has people sick of it. But this one of the times where I'm not lying, man. Like, I liked how they booked this Dragon Lee situation, and I'm kind of waiting to see next week to see how Dragon Lee is gonna get his get back. Is he gonna have to use a chair? He gonna have to grab a bell, a table. He's gonna have to get some type of foreign object, man, to deal with Gunther, because he can't beat that guy one-on-one. So whoever produced this or whoever was the agent of this, man, good job. Next, you got a promo with Logan Paul and Austin Theory. They come back out saying absolutely nothing. And it's kind of crazy. Austin Theory just seems like Logan Paul's young boy. And it's like, Austin Theory been here. Didn't he win a WrestleMania match with John Cena? He got Stone Cold at WrestleMania. He called a Stone Cold Stunner. At another WrestleMania, man, like, dog, he should be Young Bull and Logan Paul, but just because WWE Creative has completely botched the majority of his career, especially since Vince left, now he's like Logan Paul's Young Bull now. Now Logan Paul seems like he's the head of the division while Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker gets healthy, and it's just, man, it looks kind of crazy, but whatever. After that, you got a cringe promo from AJ Lee. It's like, oh my God, dog, AJ Lee, she has to stop talking. Like, she's in a play and she's happy she has the Intercontinental title, and whoever is in the back, they're good shot. It's like, oh my God, baby girl, please, you have to pick up the pace when you're talking. Dog, no one in real life talks like that. Go ask Phil Brooks on a few pointers how to cut better promos. I'm pretty sure Phil Brooks goes in the back and says, "You did great, babe." And that's the furthest thing from the truth. She needs some constructive criticism. AJ Lee is over. So I'm not saying she's a jobber or whatever. She's over with the crowd. She's over with Triple H and the politics in the back. One match in the first 10 years, her first singles match, she not only gets a title shot, she gets put over. So, you know what I mean? You got to tighten up on the promos, though, because, oh my God, they're horrible. Next, you got El Grande Americano versus one of the other Grande Americanos. And the other Grande Americano is watching the other Grande Americano. Then the other Grande Americano. Dog, this is driving me crazy. I don't know anyone outside of people that watch AAA that's invested into this stupid storyline. And they're actually trying to build this up for WrestleMania. You got Ludwig Kaiser out there yelling at Chad Gable on the WrestleMania sign in the back instead of building Ludwig Kaiser name individually, Chad Gable name individually, building their names, their equity up. You cannot build this El Grande Americano crap. You cannot do nothing with it in the long run. Next, you got Rusev and Obafemi going at it. Good news, Obafemi is out of the vignette vortex, out of the hamster wheel of vignettes. He's not Obafemi no more. He hasn't picked one, either Raw or Crackdown yet. He's still a free agent, but it is what it is. I like him going against Rusev. It's better than Kit Wilson. It's better than The Miz. Rusev is a jobber, but he's actually legit at the same time, man. When you see Rusev, he looks like a guy that probably will beat the brakes off of me and a lot of you that's watching this, man. He looks like a legit competitor. For Obafemi, it's good for Obafemi them to do the back and forth a few times. You know we're talking about Paul Levesque, so this will be click, copy, click, paste, click, copy, click, paste. They're probably going to fight again next week, then a week after that, then a week after that. Next, you got Jimmy Uso versus Austin Theory. The match was just lifeless. Nobody really cared, man. At the end, Jey Uso came out with one of the crutches, attacked Logan Paul and Austin Theory, so they got beat up again, basically, or they took another L, I should say. And they actually had a segment where Paul Heyman, he gets put in a stretcher, but you got LA Knight being the driver of the stretcher, driving out of the arena, and everybody thought we was going to get a similar spot that we got back in the day with Stone Cold attack Vince McMahon and hit him with the bedpan, but of course, nope! He drives off, and there's no follow-up to the storyline. I guess WWE was too lazy to grab their cameras and production crew and the lights and all, set it up in a hospital, or just give us some type of follow-up of where's Paul Heyman. Is that another mystery? Do we gotta follow now? Do we have to figure out where did LA Knight take Paul Heyman? After that, you got some more hugging and loving from Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, and yay, and guess what, y'all? We got no payoff! From sitting watching the worst storyline of all time, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, no payoff. Io not gonna turn on Rhea? Rhea not gonna turn on Io? We just did this for the better half of a year for nothing. I really was on the edge of my seat waiting for Io Sky to turn on Rhea or for Rhea to turn on Io. I was waiting for something other than them hugging each other like they've done the week before that, then a week before that, then a week before that, then a month before that, then a month before that. I am so happy Rhea Ripley is going to crackdown. Io Sky needs to stay on Raw, and them two don't need to be on the same camera, or they need to be far, far, far away from each other, because it did nothing for Rhea Ripley character. It did nothing for Io Sky character. This is just a bunch of glazing that I like. Everybody is sick of this. Next, you got another thing that was fire, man. Penta going over Dominic Mysterio. Round of applause. Even though I don't like it, was because of a Danhausen curse. And Penta couldn't beat him straight up because he was already being booked horribly. He beat Dominic Mysterio. I like that, man. And how it happened. You got Finn Balor taking the hammer that JD went to get to help Dominic Mysterio, costing Dominic Mysterio the title. Now there's some storyline that could be built. Dominic versus Finn Balor. Then at the end, you got Roman Reigns. Yeah, Punk! Doing exactly what they did before. Just a promo talking about damn near nothing. At the end of the promo, CM Punk tries to drop a fake pipe bomb. I'm gonna bury you next to your father. It's just like, whatever, bro. The ending of Raw was mid, man. The promo was mid. When you do the same thing over and over and over and over, it's not gonna hit. The first one was fire. The second one was okay. If they do it a third time, I'm snapping. So, you know what I mean? I'll probably go nuclear. I'm not sure if I'm going to care enough to go nuclear, but don't be surprised if I do. I'm sick of the same crap. Also, Wednesday, we got Dynamite. We got Kevin Knight versus MJF. That's going to be interesting, man. First, I was caught off guard, but I think my man my man Dex said it, man. Dex said, man, MJF been giving out title defenses, man. He been giving a lot of people chances. Zilla Fatu, Brody King, he gave him a chance, man. He gave Bandito a chance, so it actually made sense. So I'm kind of looking forward to that more on Wednesday, man. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. What do you think about Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill? Is it a work? Is it a shoot? Let me know what you think. Also, man, Javon Evans wound up being cool, man. He showed up, of course, on the commercial break. He showed up at the crib. That's the crib. Commercial break for Javon Evans. But he showed up and cut a promo. But the good news is he is good, man. Also, let me know what you think about the Masked Man and the Masked Man and the Masked Man. And also, is Stephanie McMahon really about to headline the Hall of Fame? Are we really about to do this? We're really about to disrespect AJ Styles like that? The phenomenal one? They playing him like the comical one? Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. It's Bobby Monsoon. 215, like, comment, subscribe. BAM!